Just after 1 o'clock this morning, a container ship struck the Baltimore Francis Scott Key Bridge. That's on 695. Here's Officer Wallace of the Baltimore Fire Department.
We began to receive indications that a ship may have struck the Key Bridge. We got further information through multiple calls that the Key Bridge, portions of the Key Bridge had actually collapsed. At about 01:50 hours, our first unit arrived on scene and reported a complete collapse of the Key Bridge. We were also given information at that time that there were likely multiple people on the bridge at the time of the collapse, and that as a result, multiple people were in the water. We were able to remove 2 people from the water. One individual refused service and refused transport. Essentially, that person was not injured. However, there was another individual that's been transported to a local trauma center that is in very serious condition.
Again, a major bridge in Baltimore partially, really almost completely collapsed overnight, hit by a cargo ship. This was a 948-foot ship named the Dolly, Singapore flag. That's according to the U.S. Coast Guard. Search was underway this morning. It continues. That water's about 32 degrees maybe. 7 people sent plunging into the water. 2 people rescued. That water in the channel under the Francis Scott Key Bridge, having sailed it, is about a depth of about 50 feet. Sonar is now being used to detect any vehicles submerged in the water. That is the 695 around Baltimore, so if you're traveling north, avoid it, and prayers up for all of the victims of this terrible accident, if it is an accident. Leaving the port of Baltimore, as I see it, the ship seems to have lost control, turned dramatically to port, and hit one of the major central support structures of the bridge. This is News Talk 1100 WCGA.